Hello and welcome to your English news broadcast live on ERi-TV. It's exactly 10:30 p.m. on Eritrea's local time from our headquarters at Asmara with your domestic and international news in brief. I'm Zahra Badouri, but first we'll begin with your major headlines for this broadcast. An announcement from the Ministry of Health. Meeting on implementation of development programs. Chad and the CAR agreed to join investigation of deadly attacks at border post. African Union announces immediately suspension of Mali after second coup. Welcome to your domestic in brief. 28 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at quarantine centers in central, Gashbarka, Ansaba, and southern regions. Out of these, 13 patients are from quarantine centers in Asmara, central region. 10 patients are from quarantine centers in Hajar, 4, Adibara 3, Adigidr 2, and Tessane 1, Gashbarka region. 3 patients are from quarantine centers in Karan Ansaba region. The last 2 patients are from quarantine centers in Dak Amhara 1 and Mandafara 1 southern region. The total number of confirmed cases has increased in the country. To date has accordingly risen to 4,145. The total number of recovered patients to date stands at 3,855, while the number of deaths is still 14. Ministry of Health, Asmara, to June 2021. The governor of the southern Red Sea region, Ambassador Mohammed Said Mantai, conducted a meeting in the port city of Asab with area and village administrators and heads of line ministries on the implementation of the charted out development programs as well as participation of the public, indicating that community-centered development programs are likely to emerge successful. Ambassador Mohammed Said said that the development program implemented in the past 30 years of independence attests to that. Ambassador Mohammed also gave extensive briefing on the opportunities and challenges in this new era and called for reinforced participation of the public for better outcome. Commanding the participation of the public in the effort to ensure social justice in the general and in putting in place potable water project, health and educational facilities, feeder roads and others. Mr. Ambassador Mohammed called for strengthening participation in the effort to expand the existing social provision institutions and in the implementation of the new projects. Ambassador Mohammed went on to say that training programs will be organized to the heads of all levels in the region with a view to develop their capacity and to properly carry out their responsibilities. New schools in the administrative area of Agmait and Akeda Karkabat subzone, constructed in cooperation with the Office of the Construction Development in Gashbarka region, the Ministry of Education, border patrol units as well as the public had inaugurated on 27th of May. The inauguration ceremony of the schools was conducted in the presence of Ambassador Muhammad Ali Hurui, Governor of the region, Colonel Johannes Butsuamlach, Commander of the Northwest Command and Border Patrol, as well as other officials in the region, pointing out that the construction of new schools attests to the attention of the government is giving to remote areas. Sheikh Omar Muhammad Tahir, a village elder in Agmait, said that that signals the bright future of the area. Ambassador Muhammad Ali Hurui, on his part, said that development activities being conducted in the Agmait attests to the progress being made in the terms of ensuring social justice and called on the residents to take advantage of the opportunity provided and to send their children to school. At the event, prizes were handed out to outstanding students by the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch in the region. That was your domestic. Stay up for your international after this short break. Thank you. And on your international report, an attack that killed 6 Chadian soldiers at a border post with the Central African Republic will be joint investigated by the two countries after a high-level meeting Tuesday appeared to case tensions. Chad has blamed the CAR army for the attack and says 5 of the soldiers were abducted then executed in the incident on Sunday, which it labeled a war crime that would not go unpunished. CAR had put the blame on rebels it said its soldiers had been pursuing. A joint statement released afterwards said that at the meeting between the two states' foreign ministers, the CAR said, after expressing surprises at the attack, firmly condemned it and expressed its profound sympathy to the government and people of Chad. The two parties, in quotation, underlined the urgency of clarifying the circumstances in which this attack took place and agreed to set up as an independent international commission of inquiry. The two sides have also agreed to work together to strengthen security along the border. The 3 CAR ministries carried a letter from President Faustin Archange Taudra, spokesman of the CAR presidency Albert Yolik, told the AFP that the team is due to meet Chadian junta leader Mohamed Idris Deby on Wednesday. The incident has placed the spotlight on the occasionally fraught relations between Chad, ruled by a junta that took power just 6 weeks ago, and that the CAR as an unsuitable country battling powerful armed groups. In your final reports, according to France 24 and Reuters, the African Union has suspended Mali's membership in response to the last week's military coup and threatens sanctions if a civilian-led government is not restored, it said in a statement on Tuesday. The African Union decided to immediately suspend the Republic of Mali from participation in all activities of the African Union, its origins and institutions until normal constitution order has been restored in the country. The Body, Peace and Security Council said in a statement late on Tuesday. The military arrest in terms of President Baha Adwa, Prime Minister Mukhtar Ouani last week and pressured them to resign and redialing a transition to democratic elections after another military coup last August outsteaded the previous administration. Former Vice President Assami Goita, a colonel who led the August coup and last week's revolt, was declared president on Friday. The African Union called for an transparent and swift return to the civilian-led transition, filing which the Council will not hesitate to impose target sanctions, as the AU says in Peace and Security Council both reported. Mali's neighbor and international power fears the last revolt will jeopardize the commitment to hold a presidential election in February and undermine a regional fight against Islamic militants, some of which are based in Mali's desert, West African regional bloc. The ECOWAS suspended Mali on Sunday. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news in brief. Until we are back with some more news, stay and enjoy the rest of our programs. But until then, these were your major headlines for this broadcast. An announcement from the Ministry of Health. Meeting on implementation of development programs and new schools constructed in Qatar. And on your international, Chad and CAR agreed to join investigate a deadly attack at border post. And on your final report, African Union announces immediately suspension of Mali after second coup.